Hello, everybody. Scoony 007 here, bringing you another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. In today's game, we've got the 9-12 Texas Rangers taking on the 10-11 Detroit Tigers. This is game 2 of a 3-game series. Rangers winning the first game. Tigers looking to come back and tie it up. But can the Rangers go ahead and go up 2 games? We'll find out. Here is the starting lineup for the Texas Rangers. Leading off, the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Batting second, the shortstop, Michael Young. Batting third, the center fielder, Josh Hamilton. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the designated hitter, Milton Bradley. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Hank Bellock. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Jason Botts. Batting seventh, the right fielder, David Murphy. Batting eighth, the catcher, Gerald Laird. And batting ninth, the left fielder, German Duran. On the mound for the Tigers, it is Kenny Rogers. He'll come into the game with a 3.64 ERA. He's got 2 wins and 1 loss. He's pitched 24 2/3 innings, 31 hits, 10 strikeouts, and 4 walks. We're here at Comerica Park, which gives a -1 to strikeouts, but a +1 to walks. And with that, Ian Kinsler makes his way into the batter's box as the home plate umpire dusts it off. And we're ready for the first pitch. Kinsler comes into the game with a 351 average. And the pitch. And we're off and running. 6-5. Column 6. Row 5, that is a walk. On a 1 to 10, that is a 5. And we'll start this game off with a walk. So Kinsler will trot on down to first, and let's take a look at the starting defense for the Detroit Tigers. Jones will be out there in left field, Granderson in the center, Ordonis in right. Going around the horn, we've got Ing on third, Rentia at short, Santiago will be on second, Golan on first, Rodriguez will be on the plate, and Kenny Rogers will be on the mound. Michael Young batting a .235. Strategy roll is an 8. The Tigers are the Rangers holding off, and the infield is at double play depth. Here's the pitch to Young. 6-6. Column 6, row 6. That is a blank. Young being a right-handed batter, so on the pitcher card, when we roll a split result, we'll look to the right-handed side of the slash. So that is a blank. Young, 3-2. Column 3, row 2. Question mark 9. It is a power hit to Adonis. On a 1 to 4, it's a single. On a 5 to 9, it's a double. On a 10 to 13, it's a triple. Anything higher than that, 14 to 20, it's a fly out. Adonis goes back, makes the catch, and puts one away. Josh Hamilton batting a .256. Strategy roll is a 7. Rangers holding off, infield still at double play. And the pitch. 6-3, column 6, row 3. Possible error on a throw. And that's going to be a 2-3, column 2, row 3. Pop up Ing underneath it. He'll make the catch. And that'll put 2 away. So with 2 outs and a runner on first, the base runner will get a +1. Milton Bradley is up. Bradley batting a .323. Strategy roll 16, and here is the pitch. And that is going to be a 4-5, column 4, row 5. It is a range play. So on a range check, you check the first number of the defense. 6-3, column 6, row 3, ground ball to Santiago. His range is a 1-3. That is a 1. He'll make the catch. And that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, but the Rangers will leave one stranded. We go to the bottom of the first, and here is the starting lineup for the Detroit Tigers. Leading off the center fielder, Curtis Granderson. Batting second, the center fielder, Ivan Rodriguez. Batting third, the first baseman, Carlos Golan. Batting fourth, the right fielder, Maglio Ordonez in the cleanup position. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Miguel Cabrera. Batting sixth, the left fielder, Jacque Jones. Batting seventh, the shortstop, Edgar Rentia. Batting eighth, the third baseman, Brandon Ing. And batting ninth, the second baseman, Raymond Santiago. On the mound for the Rangers, it is Luis Mendoza. He'll come into the game with an 11.0 ERA. No wins and 2 losses. He's pitched 9 innings, allowed 20 hits, 5 strikeouts, and 5 walks. Granderson makes his way up into the batter's box. No average just yet for Granderson, as he's played in 6 games, 1 at bat. 3 runs scored and 1 stolen base so far in this replay for Curtis Granderson. 4-5, column 4, row 5. That is going to be a possible error on a ground ball. So on an error check, we check the number in the brackets. But is it going to be a ground ball? It's going to be a 5-4, column 5, row 4. It's a fly ball back there to Murphy. Murphy will make the catch and put one away. Ivan Rodriguez batting a .261. And here is the pitch. 1-1, column 1, row 1. Strikeout on a 1-9. That is a 4. Struck him out. 2 away, and that's going to bring up Carlos Golan. Golan batting a .274. And here is the pitch. And that is going to be a 1-5. Column 1, row 5. Walk. Strikeout, on a 1-7. That is a 9. The 9, too high. And that is going to be a 1-3, column 1, row 3. Ground ball to Kinsler. He'll make the play. And that will retire the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors as the Rangers retire the Tigers in order. 3 up, 3 down. After 1, we're tied at 0. We go to the top of the second. Hank Bellock, Jason Butts, and David Murphy due up for the Rangers. Hank Bellock batting a .319. 3-2, column 3, row 2. That is a blank. 4-6, column 4, row 6. Fly ball back there to Ordonez. He'll make the catch. And that'll put one away. Jason Botts batting a .154. 6-2, column 6, row 2. That is a blank. Botts being a switch hitter, so he's batting right today. 5-2, column 5, row 2. It's a pop-up. Santiago underneath it. And he'll make the catch, and that'll put 2 away. David Murphy batting a .250, and the pitch. 4-4, column 4, row 4. Strikeout on a 1-7. That is a 7. Struck him out. So no runs, no hits, no errors. Go to the 3 up, 3 down as the Tigers retire the Rangers in order. We go to the bottom of the second. Magglio O'Donis, Miguel Cabrera, and Jacque Jones due up for the Tigers. Before we begin, let's take a look at the starting defense for the Texas Rangers. Doran will be out there in left field. Hamilton in center. Murphy will be at right. Around the horn, we've got Belloc at third. Young at short. Kinsler will be on second. Botts on first. Laird will be behind the plate. And Mendoza will be on the mound. Magglio O'Donis batting a .346. 4-1, column 4, row 1. That is a range play with the @ symbol. So when the @ symbol comes up, we resolve the play using the ballpark card. And in this case, it's going to be a range play on the ballpark card. Whose range are we checking? 5-1, column 5, row 1. It's a single to Hamilton. His range is on a 1-2. That is a 1. Hamilton goes back to the track and makes the catch. And that'll put 1 away. Miguel Cabrera batting a .282. 2-5, column 2, row 5. That is a blank. 4-3, column 4, row 3. Fly ball back there. Doran will make the catch. And that'll put 2 away. 2 up, 2 down, and Jacque Jones is up. Jones batting a .140. 6-6, column 6, row 6. That is a blank. Jones. And that is going to be a 2-4. Column 2, row 4. Ground ball to the shortstop. Young makes the catch. Throws it over to Botts. And that will retire this. And that retires the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. That's 3 up, 3 down. After 2, we're still scoreless. We go to the top of the third. Jared Laird, German Duran, and Ian Kinsler due up for the Rangers. Jared Laird batting a .313. And the pitch. 4-5, column 4, row 5. That is a range play. Whose range are we checking? 4-1, column 4, row 1. Ground ball to Santiago. His range is on a 1-3. This time it's a 4. Santiago can't make the play as it will go right past his glove as it gets by him, and Laird will get on with a base hit. Santiago is 1 for 2. He's 50% on his range plays. No errors committed yet. German Duran up. Duran, 7 games, 8 at-bats. And here's the pitch. Strategy roll, by the way, is an 11. And that is going to be a 2-5. Column 2, row 5. That is a range play. Whose range are we checking? 2-4. Column 2, row 4. It is a, in this case, it is a single, because just like how we would check on splits on the pitcher card, depending if the batter is right or left-handed, we do the same thing with off the pitcher. Is the pitcher left or right-handed? The pitcher is left-handed, so in this case, it's going to be a single to Rentia. His range is on a 1-2. That is a 6. It'll go right past him. He'll hit a blooper in the shallow past the shortstop. And with that, Laird will go to second. As the stop sign goes up, he would go from first to third he would advance to third. He would go from first to third on a base run rating of a 5 through 6. Base run rating is a 4. We go to the top of the order. Ian Kinsler walked his last time up. Strategy roll is a 1. Rangers holding off. Infield still at double play depth. The Tigers are at double play depth, and here is the pitch. 1-3, column 1, row 3, walk on a 1 to 10, 17, too high. 1-2, column 1, row 2, double star 5. It's a ground ball to Ing. He'll make the play. Now, it's hit towards the line. Will the defense try for the force at third or the double play third to first? They're going to go for the double play chance. And let's see, that is a 6. And that is a 2. It's going to be a fielder's choice. So it looks like he's going to get forced out at first. So it hit in the hole, double play chance. And that is a 2. So no double play. And the out is at first. Gets him at first, but advances the runners to second and third. Michael Young batting at 250. And here is the pitch. Strategy roll 2. Rangers holding off. The pitch. 5-3, column 5, row 3. That is a blank. 1-2, column 1, row 2. Ground ball up the middle to Rogers. He'll make the catch. Now they're going to try to score the runner. They are. Will they go for the out at first? They are. So with that, it's going to be the out at first. Laird will score. Duran goes to third. And the out is at first. So the Rangers get on the board 1-0. That's going to bring up Josh Hamilton. He's 0 for 1. Strategy roll 9, and here is the pitch. 3-1, column 3, row 1, strikeout on a 1 to 9. The 14 is too high. 5-1, column 5, row 1. It is a single past Rentia. Duran will score on an RBI single by Josh Hamilton. It's 2-0 Rangers. Next up, it's Milton Bradley. Is he the key to bringing? Is he going to be the key to getting Josh Hamilton closer to scoring position? We'll find out. He's 0 for 1. Strategy roll is a 5, and here is the pitch. 1-2, column 1, row 2. It's a wild pitch. On a 1 to 8, it's a wild pitch. If it's a 9, it's a passed ball. 10 or higher, nothing happens. It's an 11, nothing happens. Bradley. 1-3, column 1, row 3. Ground ball down the third baseline to Ing. He'll make the play. And that will retire the side. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. We go, and 1 left on for the Rangers. We go to the bottom of the third. Edgar Rentia, Brandon Ing, and Raymond Santiago due up for the Tigers. Rentia batting a 286. 5-1, column 5, row 1. Strikeout on a 1 to 7. That is a 6. Struck him out. And that'll put 1 away. Brandon Ing batting in 088. 1-3, column 1, row 3. That is a blank. 6-5, column 6, row 5, double star 6. Fly ball back there to Hamilton. He'll make the play. And that'll put 2 away. Raymond Santiago batting a 467. 2-3, column 2, row 3. It's a range play. Whose range are we checking? 3-2, column 3, row 2. Ground ball up the middle. Mendoza, his range is on a 1-3. And that is a 3. He'll make the play. So no runs, no hits, and no errors as the Tigers go down in order. We after 3. It's Rangers 2, Tigers nothing. We go to the top of the 4th. Hank Belloc, Jason Botts, and David Murphy drew up for the Tigers. Hank Belloc 0 for 1. And the pitch. 1-6, column 1, row 6, strikeout. On a 1-6, the 16 is too high. 2-3, column 2, row 3, fly ball back there. Granderson goes underneath it, makes the catch, and puts 1 away. Jason Botts 0 for 1, and the pitch. 5-5. Column 5, row 5, that is a blank. 4-5, column 4, row 5, that is a double. And Botts is on with a double out there to Granderson. David Murphy up. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And here is the pitch. By the way, strategy roll is an 11. Tigers, Rangers holding off 1-3. Column 1, row 3. That is a blank. That is a walk on a 1-6. The 19 is too high. 6-1, column 6, row 1. Double star. It's a fly ball back there to Granderson. Will he make the catch? He does. And with that, on a fly ball out there to center field, we subtract 2 from the base run rating. Botts has a 0. The 6 is too high, so Botts will get the hold. Jerry Laird up. He's 1 for 1 with a run scored. Strategy roll 12, and here is the pitch. 2-3, column 2, row 3. That is a blank. Laird. 1-1, column 1, row 1, double star 3. Fly ball back there to Ordonis. He'll make the play. And that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and the Rangers will leave 1 stranded. We go to the bottom of the 4th, and it's the top of the order. Curtis Granderson, Ivan Rodriguez, and Carlos Guillen due up for the Tigers. Granderson 0 for 1, and here is the pitch. 2-6, column 2, row 6. That is a walk on a 1-15. The 20 is too high. 1-6, column 1, row 6, fly ball back there. Duran will go back underneath it, makes the catch, and puts 1 away. Ivan Rodriguez 0 for 1 with a strikeout. 1-5, column 1, row 5, strike on a 1-9. The 10 is too high. 4-2, column 4, row 2, double star 5, fly ball back there to Duran. He'll make the catch, and that'll put 2 away. 2 up, 2 down, and Carlos Guillen 0 for 1, and here is the pitch. 1-1, column 1, row 1, strikeout on a 1-7. That is a 5. Struck him out. So the Rangers retired the Tigers in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 4, it's Rangers 2, Tigers nothing. We go to the top of the 5th. Jarman Duran, Ian Kinsler, and Michael Young due up. Jarman Duran, 1-for-1 with a run scored, and here is the pitch. 6-6, column 6, row 6, that is a blank. Duran. 1-2, column 1, row 2. Fly ball back there to Jones. Jones will make the catch. And that'll put one away. Top of the order, Ian Kinsler, 0-for-1 with a walk. And here is the pitch. 6-4, column 6, row 4. Home run chance on a 1-13. The 10 in range. We need a 10 or less from Kinsler. That is a 1, and Ian Kinsler smacks one out of here. Solo home run for Ian Kinsler. Fly ball down the left field side. Jones goes back, but it's into the stands. Solo home run for Ian Kinsler. It's his 8th home run of the replay. And just like that, the Rangers are up 3-0. Young, 0-for-2 with an RBI. That is going to be a 3-5, column 3, row 5. It's a walk plus. Now, on a walk plus, we add 10 to the ballpark, to the range for the walk, plus any additions or subtractions from the ballpark. So Comerica Park will give a +1 to walks. We add 11 to that. That's where the 21 comes in. That's a 21. We take a look at the D20. That is a 16. And that is going to be a walk for Young. So Young will trot on down to first, and Josh Hamilton will step up. He's batting a 1. He's 1-for-2 today with an RBI. Strategy roll is a 9, and here is the pitch. By the way, Rangers holding off. 1-1, column 1, row 1. That is a strike. On a 1-9, the 17 is too high. 6-2, column 6, row 2. It's a ground ball up to the shortstop, Terentia. He'll make the play. Check for double play. 0-0. That makes it a 2. The die roll is a 5. The pivot is second base. So it says here if the roll is greater than the base run rating on first, it's a force out at second. Young will get forced out at second base. He'll get tagged out there, but Hamilton will get on by a fielder's choice. 2 away, runner on first. And with that, Milton Bradley is up. He's 0-for-2, and here is the pitch. Strategy roll, by the way, is a 17. Nothing due. 3-3. Column 3, row 3, that is a blank. 4-6, column 4, row 6. It's a single out there into right field. Hamilton goes to second, might be extra bases. That is a 6. So if the row is a 6 or higher, if the base run rating, if the adjusted base run rating is a 6 or higher, there is an advance on no throw. Hamilton goes to third. Ordonez will throw it in. Santiago will hold Bradley at first. So the Rangers have runners on the corners. Two outs, runners on the corners, and Hank Belloc is up. He's 0 for 2. Strategy rolls a 14, and here is the pitch. 5-6, column 5, row 6. That is a single. Belloc will go to first. Bradley goes to second. Bradley will hold. He'll go from first to third on a 4 through 6. And with that, Hamilton scores on a single by Belloc. So it's an RBI single. It's 4-0 Rangers. Jason Botts up. Botts 1 for 2 with a double. Strategy rolls a 17. Runners on first and second. And here is the pitch. Three, 4, column 3, row 4. At the ballpark, we're going to go to Comerica Park. And here is the play. 2-1, column 2, row 1. It's a single out there in the right field to Jones. Go to load the bases. Bradley goes to third. As he waved around, he'll go from second to home on a +1. That is a 5. So what we'll do is we check the die roll. If row is less than or equal to the adjusted base run range, the runner advances. Otherwise, he'll hold. Bradley is a 5. That is a 5. He'll score. Belloc will hold at second. It's 5-0 Rangers. They're going to leave him out there for one more. However, activity is starting to shift into the Tigers' bullpen. David Murphy 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Runners on first and second, and here is the pitch. 5-2, column 5, row 2. That's going to be a hit by pitch. Kenny will give a +2. That is a 2. The 20 is too high. Murphy, 3-6, column 3, row 6. Power hit to Granderson. That is a 16, and that's going to be a flyout. Granderson goes back, makes the catch as he bangs into the wall. That holds on to the ball, and that will retire the side. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors, and 2 left on for the Rangers. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Maglio Ordonez, Miguel Cabrera, and Jacque Jones due up for the Tigers. Mendoza can face 7 more batters before he's considered tired. Ordonez 0 for 1, and the pitch. 6-6, column 6, row 6, blank. Ordonez 6-1, column 6, row 1, and that is a single out there into center field. And Ordonez will get on with a base hit. So Mendoza went 4 innings with a no-hitter. Miguel Cabrera 0 for 1, strategy roll 16, and here is the pitch. Tigers holding off. And that is going to be a 4-3, column 4, row 3, hit by pitch. On a 1-13, Mendoza will give a +10 to that. That is an 11. And with that, Cabrera will get hit. Jacques Jones, 0 for 1. Strategy roll is a 2, no outs, runners on first and second. And here is the pitch. 5-4, column 5, row 4 at the ballpark. We're going to go to Comerica Park. 2-5, column 2, row 5, double start 2. And that is going to be a ground ball to Botts. He'll make the play. And that is going to be a double play there. Mendoza will advance. So, I'm sorry. Ordonez advances to third. Double play ratings is a -1. That is a 0. So it gives it a 2. The die roll is a 1. If the roll is less than or equal to the ground double play rating, it's a double play. It is a 3-6-3 double play. So 1 away, 2 away. Ordonez in scoring position. Edgar Rentia is up. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Strategy roll is a 5. And here is the pitch. Tigers holding off. 3-1, column 3, row 1. And that's going to be a single past Mendoza. So the Tigers get on the board. It's 5-1. Brandon Ing up. Ing 0 for 1. Strategy roll is a 4. Runner on first. Infield normal depth. And here is the pitch. 6-6. Column 6. Row 6. That is a blank. 6-5. Column 6. Row 5. Double star 6. Fly ball back there to Hamilton. He'll make the play. And that will retire the side. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on after 5. It's Rangers 5, Tigers 1. We go to the top of the 6th. Jared Laird, German Duran, and Ian Kinsler due up for the Rangers. Jared Laird, 1 for 2 with a run. They're going to Kenny Rogers coming back out there. He's got a little bit left in the tank. And that is going to be a 1-4, column 1, row 4. That is a blank. Four, 3, column 4, row 3, double star 5. It's a ground ball down the third baseline to Ing. He'll make the play. And that'll put 1 away. German Duran, 1 for 2 with a run. And here is the pitch. 4-4, column 4, row 4. That is a blank. 6-6, column 6, row 6. That's going to be a base hit past Rentia. And Duran is on with a base hit. Hit and strategy roll is a 1. It's a hit and run attempt. So with that, all ground double plays will get a -2. Base run ratings get a +2. Home run and walk rates are cut in half around those down. Lineouts are considered double plays. And except on the exception of an error on a throw. And if the batter was strike out, will resolve the play as a steal. Kinsler, 1 for 2 with a home run, a walk, a run, and an RBI. And here is the pitch. 4-6, column 4, row 6, strikeout. 1-5, 16, too high. Kinsler, 1-3, column 1, row 3, ground ball to Rentia. And with that being a 6, so that means the play will only be at first. Duran will advance. And the out at first. So 2 outs, runner in scoring position. Young, 0 for 2 with a walk and an RBI. And here is the pitch. 3-2, column 3, row 2, that is a blank. 2-2, column 2, row 2. Fly ball back there to Ordonez, he'll make the play. And that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. The Rangers will leave 1 stranded. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Raymond Santiago, Curtis Granderson, and Ivan Rodriguez due up for the Tigers. Santiago 0 for 1, and here is the pitch. 3-2, column 3, row 2, strikeout on a 1-6. The 19 is too high. 1-5, column 1, row 5, power hit to Murphy. Murphy, that is a 5. That's going to be good for a single. And with that, Santiago will get on with a single. Top of the order, Curtis Granderson, 0 for 2. Strategy roll is an 8. And here is the pitch. And that is going to be a 3-3. Column 3, row 3, walk. On a 1-15, that is a 7. And that's going to be good for a walk. So with that, runners on first and second, Ivan Rodriguez, 0 for 2. Strategy roll is a 9. And the pitch. Mendoza now tired. 4-1, column 4, row 1, range play at the ballpark. We're going to go to Comerica Park. 5-6, column 5, row 6. It's a single to Young. Range is on a 1-3. It's a 4. He can't make the play. And with that, the bases are loaded. Santiago will hold at third. And with that, Young goes to, he's 0 for 1 on range play. Strategy roll is a 20. So anytime a 20 comes up on the strategy die, it is a pickoff attempt. On a 1-2, it's a pickoff. On a 3-4, it's a pickoff error. It's a 10. Nothing happens. Bases loaded. They're leaving Lewis out there for 6. Column 4, row 6. That is a blank. 4-2, column 4, row 2. Ground ball up the middle. Mendoza will make the catch. Now they're going to go for the double play from home to first. They are. And that is a double play. -1. And the pivot will be second base. And that is going to be a double play. Double play. They get him out at home. They throw him out at first. Rodriguez and Granderson out, move up to second and third. 2 outs, runner on, and runners on. Strategy roll is an 8, and Maglio Ordonez will come up. He's 1 for 2. And here is the pitch. 6-1, column 6, row 1. That is a blank. Ordonez, 1-5. Column 1, row 5, fly ball back there to Duran. Duran goes back, makes the catch. And that will retire the side. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors, but the Tigers will leave 2 stranded. After 6, it's Rangers 5, Tigers 1. We go to the top of the 7th. Josh Hamilton, Milton Bradley, and Hank Bellock due up for the Rangers. Kenny Rogers done. We do have a new pitcher on the mound for the Tigers. And that is going to be Casey Folsom. Or they're going to bring in Clay. They're going to bring in Clay Rapata. That is his card. Rapata will come into the game. As you know, comes into the game with a 3.83 ERA. No wins, 1 loss. He's pitched 4 2/3 innings, allowed 3 hits, 2 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Taking a look at the stats here for for Kenny Rogers. He went 6 innings, 9 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned runs, 2 walks, 1 strikeout, 1 home run, and ERA of a 4.40. Josh Hamilton, 1 for 3 with a run and an RBI, and here is the pitch. 4-2, column 4, row 2, that is a blank. 2-1, column 2, row 1, ground ball down the first baseline to Golan. He'll make the catch, and that'd be 1 away. Milton Braley, 1 for 3 with a run, and here is the pitch. 1-2, column 1, row 2, hit by pitch. Play will give a +1, that's a 14. That is a 2, and Bradley will get hit. And with that, Hank Belloc will go to first. Bradley on, Belloc up to bat. He's 1 for 3 with an RBI. No strategy. And the reason for that is we take the difference in the score. It's 5-1, so it's a 4-run difference. We take the 4, add it to the inning we're in. We're in the 7th inning. So 4 plus 7 is 11. If the number you get when you add the difference to the inning is greater than 10, there is no strategy until you bring that number back down to 10 or less. Belloc, 1 for 3 with an RBI, and here's the pitch. 6-5, column 6. Row 5, strikeout on a 1-6. The 7 is too high. 3-1, column 3, row 1, line drive down the third baseline to Ing. He'll make the play. And the runner is doubled up at first. And that's going to end the inning. And Singh take me out to the ball game. No runs, no hits, no errors, but the Rangers leave 1 stranded. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Miguel Cabrera, Jacque Jones, and Edgar Rentia due up for the Tigers. Let's take a look at the box score after 6.5 have been played here at Comerica Park. The Rangers came out, scored 2 in the 3rd and 3 in the 5th. 5 runs on 9 hits and no errors. Tigers scored 1 run in the 5th inning, so 1 run on 4 hits, no errors. 13 hits by both teams so far in this game. Luis Mendoza coming out. We do have a new pitcher on the mound, Mendoza. And they're going to bring in Franklin German. That is his card. German comes into the game with a 1.80 ERA. He's pitched 5 innings, allowed 5 hits, 2 strikeouts, and 3 walks. No wins, no losses just yet for him. Take a look at the stats here for Luis Mendoza. He won 6 innings, allowed 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, 1 hit by pitch, at an ERA of a 7.20. So Miguel, and that's going to bring up Cabrera, Jones, and Rentia due up for the Tigers. Heart of the lineup for Detroit. Mendoza 0 for 1, and the pitch. 6-5, column 6, row 5, home run on a 1-17. That is a 3, and that is a solo home run by Miguel Cabrera. Duran goes back, chasing it, and that ball is into the stands. It's 5-2. First home run of the game for Cabrera for the Tigers. It's 5-2. Tigers down by 3. Jacque Jones 0 for 2, and here is the pitch. 5-1, column 5, row 1. That's going to be a walk on a 1-12. That is a 7, and that is going to be good for a walk. Strategy roll is a 4. Strategy is turned back on now. It's a hit and run attempt. Remember, on a hit and run, ground double play is going to -2. Base run ratings will get a +2. Home run and walk rates cut in half, round down. Lineouts are double plays, except on an error on a throw. And if the batter strikes out, we'll resolve the play as a steal. Rentia 1 for 2 with a strikeout and an RBI. 5-1, column 5, row 1. That's going to be a walk. On a 1-4, the 20 is too high. 4-6, column 4, row 6. Double star 2, fly ball back there to Duran. He'll go back, make the catch. And that'll put 1 away. Stolen base rating, they're not going to send him. He has a 0 for that. It'll be, let's see, Jones is left. It'd still be a 0. They're not going to send him. Here's the pitch. Double play rating, 6-1, column 6, row 1. Walk plus on a 1-28, that is a 14, and that's going to be good for a walk. So runners on first and second. Strategy roll is a 13. 6-2, column 6, row 2. Strikeout on a 1-6. 3 in range. Struck him out. And that'll be 2 away. Top of the order, Curtis Granderson 0 for 2 with a walk. And here is the pitch. German tired. And that's going to be a 6-2. Column 6, row 2. Strikeout on a 1-9. That is a 7. Struck him out. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, but the Tigers will leave 2 stranded after 7. Rangers 5, Tigers 2. We go to the top of the 8th. Jason Butts, David Murphy, and Jared Laird due up for the Rangers. 6, 7, and 8. Clay Rapata done. We're going to go back to the bullpen for Detroit. And we're going to bring in Bobby Say. Actually, we're going to bring in Aquino Lopez. That is his card. Lopez comes into the game with a 1.29 ERA. 1 win, no loss. He's pitched 7 innings, allowed 4 hits, 5 strikeouts, and no walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Clay, he went 1 inning, 1 hit by pitch, had ERA of a 3.16. Jason Botts, David Murphy, and Jared Laird due up for the Rangers. Botts 1 for 3 with a double and an RBI, and here is the pitch. 3-5, column 3, row 5, possible error. Now, on an error, that's the number in the bracket, 1-4. Column 1, row 4, ground ball to the shortstop, Terrentia. His error range is on a 1 to 7. That is an 11. There is no error there. Rentia will make the catch, throw it over to Golan. And that is out number 1. David Murphy, 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Are they going to let Murphy take the hit? They are. Murphy, 5-4, column 5, row 4, at the ballpark. We're going to go to Comerica Park. 3-1, column 3, row 1, power hit to Granderson. That is a 5, and that is going to be a double. It's a one-hopper off the wall, and Murphy will get on with a double. Jared Laird, 1 for 3 with a run scored, and here is the pitch. 1-2, column 1, row 2, hit by pitch. That is an 8. Aquino will give a -4. The 12 is too high. 6-6, column 6, row 6. Fly ball back there to Granderson. He'll make the play. And that'll be out number 2. Murphy will hold at second. And with that, German Duran is up. He's 2 for 3 today with a run scored. And here is the pitch. 5-5, column 5, row 5, strikeout. On a 1 to 15, that is an 8. Struck him out. So no runs, 1 hit, and no errors, but 1 left on for the Rangers. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Ivan Rodriguez, Carlos Golan, and Maglio Ordonez due up for the Tigers. And with that, Franklin German done. So back to the bullpen for the Rangers. And with that, they are going to bring in Josh Rupe. That is his card. Rupe comes into the game with an 18 ERA. 6 innings pitched, allowed 14 hits, 4 strikeouts, and 6 walks. Take a look at the stats here. Franklin German went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, 1 home run, an ERA of a 3.0. 2, 3, and 4 in the lineup for the Tigers. Rodriguez 1 for 3, and we do have a couple changes here. Botts coming out at first. Sheldon's going to take over, and at third base, Adam Helmuth will take over at third. And center field will now be replaced by Jason Ellison. So those are the changes right now to the defense for the Rangers. Ivan Rodriguez up. He's 1 for 3. And the pitch. 3-1. Column 3, row 1. Strikeout on a 1-9. That is a 5. Struck him out. Carlos Guillen, 0 for 3. Is Guillen going to take the hit? He is not. And they're going to bring in Clay Thomas to pinch hit here. Thomas batting a .264, and here is the pitch. And that's going to be a 4-3. Column 4, row 3, that is a blank. We consider that a blank right now because Josh Rupe has not faced his allotted number of batters. 5-1, column 5, row 1, double star 5. Fly ball back there to Duran. He'll make the catch. And that puts 2 away. Maglio Adonis, 1 for 3 with a run scored. And here is the pitch. To Adonis, 6-6, column 6, row 6, walk plus on a 1-22. That is a 6, and that is going to be good for a walk. So 1 on, Cabrera up. Cabrera is 1 for 2 with a home run, a run, and an RBI. And here is the pitch. 4-2, column 4. Column 2, row 4, possible error on a ground ball. Remember, that's the number in the bracket. 6-6. Column 6, row 6, it's a double to Ellison. Error range, 0. That is an 8. Adonis will hold at third. Dyro is a 4. That is higher than a 3. And with that, Jock Jones is up. Jones, 0 for 2 today with a walk. They are going to let him take the hit and the pitch. Pitch by Jones, 1-4, column 1, row 4. That is going to be a walk. On a 1-12, the 16 is too high. 6-2, column 6, row 2, ground ball to Kinsler. Kinsler will make the catch. And that will retire the side. So we do have a new first baseman. And Jeff Larsh is going to come in to play first base. So we do have a replacement there at first. Everyone else is going to stay where they are. And with that, we do have a new pitcher on the mound for the Tigers. Aquino Lopez done. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. After 8. It's Rangers 5, Tigers 2. And they are going to bring in Freddie Dolas. Dolas is going to come in. Yep. So that is his card. Dolis comes into the game with a 1.13 ERA, no wins, 1 loss. He's pitched 8 innings, allowed 3 hits, 3 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Lopez. He went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, 1 strikeout, an ERA of a 1.13. Let's take a look at the box score real quick after 8 had been played here at Comerica Park. No team scored in the 8th inning. They both got shut out. So the Rangers, once again, remember they scored 2 in the 3rd, 3 in the 5th. 5 runs on 10 hits, no errors. Tigers scored a run in the 5th and a run in the 7th. 2 runs on 6 hits. 16 hits now between both teams as we go to the top of the 9th. Will we see some 9th inning magic? 1, 2, and 3. It's the top of the order for the Rangers. Ian Kinsler, 1 for 3 with a home run, a walk, a run, and an RBI. And the pitch. 2-5. Column 2, row 5. Strikeout on a 1-6. The 20 is too high. 2-1. Column 2, row 1. Power hit to Jones. On a 1-3, that's going to be a double. On a 3-6, it's a double. Kinsler is on with a double. Infield, normal depth. Michael Young, 0 for 3. Are they going to let Young take the hit? They are. Young, the walk and an RBI, 3-3. Column 3, row 3, double star. It's going to be a ground ball to Larsh. He'll make the play. Out at first, but Kinsler will go to third. He would advance since balls are hit to second and first on that one. Jason Ellison batting a 143, and here is the pitch. Runner in scoring position, 2-4. Column 2, row 4. That's going to be a walk on a 1-9. The 16 is too high. 2-6. Column 2, row 6. Pop up to Santiago. He'll make the play. And that puts 2 away. Bradley, 1 for 3 with a run scored. Runner on third, 2 outs, and here is the pitch. Is Bradley the key to bringing Kinsler home? 3-6. Column 3, row 6. It's a range play. Whose range are we checking? 4-1. It's a pop-up to first. Larsh, 1-2 on his range. That is a 3. That's going to be good for a single. And Bradley is safe with a single. It's an RBI. Kinsler will come home. He can't get it. Kinsler comes home. It's now 6-2 Rangers. And Larsh is 0 for 1 on his range plays. No percentage just yet. Adam Melhus, batting a 211, sorry. Runner on first. The pitch. 3-2. Column 3. Row 2. Strikeout. On a 1-27. That is a 9. Struck him out. So 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Edgar Rentia, Brandon Ing, Raymond Santiago due up for the Tigers. Tigers 4 to tie, 3 to win. Josh Rupe, done. And they are going to bring in Frank Francisco. Yep. That is his card. Francisco will come into the game with a 3.10 ERA. No wins, no losses, 1 save. He's pitched 8 2/3 innings, allowed 4 hits, 7 strikeouts, and 4 walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Josh. Excuse me. Josh went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, an ERA of a 15.43. Rentia, Ing, Santiago due up. Rentia 1 for 3 with a strikeout and an RBI, and the pitch. 2-6, column 2, row 6, double star, ground ball to Kinsler. He'll make the play. Flips it over to Sheldon for out number 1. Brandon Ing. Ing 0 for 2 with a walk, and they're not letting Ing take the hit. Marcus Thames will come up. Thames batting a 286, and the pitch. 3-2, column 3, row 2, strikeout plus. Strikeout plus, walk, excuse me though. Strikeout plus works the same way as a walk plus. Strikeout plus works the same way as a walk plus, where we add 10 to the range, -1, so we add 9 to that range. On a 1 to 25, that is a 20. Struck him out. And the Tigers are down to the last down, and Raymond Santiago is up. He's 1 for 3 with a strikeout. Santiago going to take the hit. He is. The pitch 2-6, column 2, row 6. That is a blank. 2-3, base hit to Ellison out there into center field. Santiago keeps the inning alive for the Tigers. Top of the order, Curtis Granderson, 0 for 3 with a walk and a strikeout. Here's the pitch. 6-1, column 6, row 1, range play. Granderson, 5-6, double star 4, fly ball to Murphy. His range is on a 1 to 3. That is a 6. It's going to be good for a single. Santiago goes to second, but does he pick up the extra base and go to third? That is a 4. The die roll is a 4, and he'll go to the corners. Oh, we got some life here in the Tigers. Ivan Rodriguez 1 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. The pitch. 2-5, column 2, row 5, strikeout plus. On a 1 to 19, that is an 11. Struck him out. And that is the ball game. As the Texas Rangers defeat the Detroit Tigers 6-2. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on for the Rangers. Final line score coming right up. So the Texas Rangers defeat the Detroit Tigers 6-2. 6 runs on 12 hits and no errors for the Rangers. 2 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Tigers. Luis Mendoza picks up the win. It's his first win. Kenny Rogers will pick up his second loss. Ian Kinsler hits his 8th home run of the replay. Miguel Cabrera hits his 4th. Let's take a look at the stats here. Luis Mendoza, who will get the win. He went 6 innings, allowed 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, 1 hit by pitch, and ERA of a 7.20. Frank Francisco, the last pitcher up for the Rangers, went 1 inning, allowed 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, and ERA of a 2.78. Kenny Rogers, who will get the loss, he went 6 innings, 9 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned runs, 2 walks, 1 strikeout, 1 home run, an ERA of a 4.40. Freddie Dulles, the last pitcher up for the Tigers, 1 inning, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 strikeout, and ERA of a 2.0. So that's going to do it for us here at Comerica Park as the Texas Rangers go 10-12, and the Detroit Tigers will also go to 10-12. So the Rangers go up 2 games. The Tigers able to come back and avoid getting swept? We'll find out next time. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and a thumbs up on your way through the turnstile. And remember to click that bell notification to be notified of when new videos in the 2008 replay go up, and when I go live with all of the Philadelphia Phillies games. Until then, I'm Scooney007. We'll see you for another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. Until then, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.